I'm Kelly Smith, and I'm the founder of Be Brave Coaching. On today's video, I want to talk about something that we don't really talk a lot about, especially after being in a toxic relationship and pretty much after getting into a relationship or dating again, which is breaking up. So breaking up is a sad part of life, but a part of life nonetheless. After we've been through something so toxic and so abusive, it's scary to think about dating again because we don't know who we're going to meet and how it's actually going to go because of the abuse. Sometimes once we heal, once we get through different things and we do decide to date again, we will hang on to someone who may not be the best fit for us because we're so afraid of the pain. We're afraid we're going to experience the same pain we experienced at the end of our toxic relationship. And let's face it, if you or anyone you know has been in something toxic or abusive, you know how difficult it is to get out of that. And I think that's the part that is the scariest for most of us after we've been in something so horrible, is the idea of being hurt in that same way again. It's not only being abused verbally, mentally, physically, it's also the way we leave something. And as we've learned in something abusive, it is so difficult to actually make that decision and then to go. So when we're faced with dating again, when we're faced with getting into another relationship, it's scary because it's like, is this going to be the right fit for me? We tend to want that next relationship, the next healthy relationship, to be our last relationship because we're afraid of the ending. And it's hard to be able to go into something knowing that it may end because of the pain that you've experienced while you're leaving your toxic relationship. But I'm definitely here to tell you today that the pain that you're going to experience if the relationship you're in now does not last, it is nothing like the same pain that you went through at the end of your toxic relationship. When it does end, if it does end, in a healthy relationship, it is painful, yes. You're going to feel it, yes. Are we going to ever be in anything pain-free? No. Even the most healthiest relationships come with some kind of pain, some kind of fear, some kind of thing that happens where we don't know how it's going to turn out. So at the end of something healthy, it's going to end in a healthy way. The person isn't going to turn into your abusive, toxic ex at the end of something. And this goes for men and for women. Once you've healed, once you've been through something that has been so painful and the ending is so difficult to get out of, it sometimes either keeps us away from dating and away from getting into another relationship where we put our walls up, or we end up staying in something that we're not happy in. Not necessarily something that's toxic, but something we're not happy in because we are afraid of the pain at the end of something. So if you're in something now and you're not so sure it's for you and you want to get out of it, the pain will not be the same. And if you've been putting off dating again or trying to get into another relationship again because you're afraid of the pain at the end, do it, because it's not going to be the same. Is it going to be painful? Yes, of course it's going to be painful. I would be a big fat liar if I sat here and said, don't worry, it's going to be fine, because it's going to suck, absolutely. But it's not going to be the same pain that was experienced that happened at the end of your toxic relationship or even throughout your toxic relationship. So do not be afraid to date again because you're afraid that something will end, because not everything is forever. And even if you do find the person that you're meant to be with and spend the rest of your life with, there's still going to be pain when one of you dies. I'm sorry, but that's just the reality of it, that no relationship, regardless of how perfect it is ever going to be pain-free. So if that's holding you back, put that out of your head, put that out of your mind, because it's not going to be the same. It's going to hurt, yes, but it will not be the same pain. So for more information on this, click on bebravecoaching.org. And if you need any help with any of this, feel free to reach out.